So, welcome back. Here in this video, we are going to learn about how to use while loop in JavaScript. So, while loop do the same as we have done using the for loop, but the writing syntax is different from the while for loop over here. So basically, the difference, they are used to, both the loops are used for making the iteration of the code. Okay, but the major difference is that for loop is used in condition when we know the number of iterations. Okay, and whereas the while loop is used when we doesn't have any idea of iterations, or when we doesn't have any idea how much time we need to iterate the code. Okay, so if we now look at this, we are having this file for the for loop. We have done get this output using the for loop. So same here, we are getting using the while loop. So here I'm going to save this file with the name of while loop. Here we go, and here we change to it as while loop in JavaScript. Save this, and here we go with, we have to open this file while loop. Okay, so here it is. Now we have to make this done using the while loop. So how to use while loop? So in order to use the while loop, what we have to do, we have to use, here we go, if we write it here we go, we have to write while, and here in this parenthesis we have to set the condition, and then we have to write the body of the while loop. Okay, same thing is going to be over here. Here we have to initialize, then we have to set the condition, then we have to go with the increment or decrement, but that will have some small changes while doing it with the while loop. Okay, so the while do loop and the for loop do the same job as we have already explained. So here in this case, if we have to write this equation using the while loop, so for this we have to use here while, and here we go with the condition. Okay, so here in our case we wanted to display the elements of this array and all the elements of this array. Okay, so for this we have to use I less than equal to array dot length. It's having the same concept that we have done using the for loop. It is doing the same job over here. Here length will return the total number of elements in the array. So, and if we know that index is always the last element having the index always less than the length of the array, so we have to go with less than not equal to. So I should be less than to the length of the array, and here we have declared the variable. So we are initializing this variable in for loop in first statement. So here in case of while we have to initialize it here. So while I is equal to 0, so it will initialized over here, and here it will going to check the statement. If I is less than tweet array's length, then it will execute this body. Okay, it will execute these code. Okay, so after this is done, so if we save this over here and refresh, nothing is going to be happen over here. Okay, so because we are not iterating it, so this is going to be, we are not in the, so we have to write here the increment or decrement for this. Okay, so if we go with this, and here we go with save, and here we refresh this, Look at, have you got the result? Okay, have you got the result? So it's same as that of your for loop. Same thing we have got over here. So actually what we have to use, where is while loop is useful, that we will learn in our this exercise. So for this reason I'm just removing all this portion from here to here, and here we go with some paragraphs. Say I'm writing paragraph over here. So I'm just making an exercise or a tricky exercise to guess the computer how many fingers I am holding. Okay, how many fingers a user is holding. So here I'm going with this: how many fingers are you holding? Okay, so in this case I just want the computer to guess over here. Okay, now here in our case I'm just making paragraph, another paragraph over here, and here in this paragraph I am using an input. So I want the user to make an input. So for this I am just taking an input element, then type text, and to this I have to give ID. So here I'm just giving this ID, say num. Okay, so another element that I required for this exercise is button, and I'm just giving this as ID, say equal to, I'm just giving this ID as guess, and to this value also say guess. So that's all in this paragraph. So now I have to start with the JavaScript portion. So for this I have to use script element. Then here we go with, now for this I just wanted to trap this, say I just save this over here and refresh this. Okay, now we got it. Our statements, our script is working over here, so that's fine up to this time. So here if I want, whenever I click over here, I have to, on click I just wanted to guess the computer how many fingers I hold over here. So for this I have to write the script over here. So in this case I have to go with document, then get element by ID. So here in our case the ID is guess, and here we have to go with on click is equal to, then we have to create a function. Here we go writing the body of the function. Okay, so here in the function we first declare a variable. Say I'm just going to declare some variable over here, my number. So in order to declare the variable we have to use var keyword, and then we have to write my number. Here we want to have in the my number I want to have the value that we enter in this input box. So for this I have to write document dot get element by ID, and the ID of this is num, and here we have to get its value as we have done in the previous cases. So here we declare another variable, say variable number of guests, and we are here I'm initializing it equal to 1. Okay, now so here I'm using a while loop. So here I'm again declaring one more variable, say variable got it, and this time to this. Now here I have to run the loop to the condition, to certain condition, that till the condition is true or false. So here I'm using another type of data type over here, that is boolean data type. That for that I am here assigning this value as false. For the boolean data type holding only two values, either true or false. So here I am declaring a variable got it, and to this I am assigning a value that is false. So here we go with the while loop. While, then we have to write the body of this, and here we write got it equal to false. Got it equal to false. Then we have to write the body of this. Here we have to, so if we take another variable, in this case variable, say, and to this variable I will you give value, say variable guess, and to this I am assigning a value that is math dot random. Okay, math dot random. Now I just wanted to check for the number from 1 to 5. Okay, so here I write one more line over here, guess is equal to guess multiply by 6. Okay, then guess is equal to math dot floor. This is used for making it as a whole number. Okay, this statement is used to make the number as whole number. Okay, so here we write if statement over here. If guess is equal to, here we have a variable my number. If guess is equal to my number, then have to write the body of the if, then we have to set if got it equal to true. Got it equal to true, and we will write some alert message. right. Got it. Was a, then we have to display the value of guess here in our case, then plus comma, it took me then plus we have to display the value how many guesses we have made over the, here we have to give the value number of guess, number of guess plus, here we have to use guesses. Okay, so I think it's working till now. So here we have to terminate the statement, then we go else, then we go with else. If this statement is not matching, then we have to write the body for else. So here we go with the else number of guess, we go with increment. Okay, so with this we save this, and here we go executing this. So here we enter 3. Okay, got it. It was a 3, it took me 1 guess. Fine, it's working. So here we enter over here 4, refresh it over here and enter 4. Yes, got it. It was a 4, it took me 1 guess. If I enter say 1, got it. Now here we go, refresh it, and now take one situation here. Now we have done this for value from 1 to 5. So let's see what happen if somebody is enter here the value 6. So click yes over here. Oh, got it. It was 6 and it took me 1 guess. And if somebody enter 9, got it. It was 9 and it took me 1 guess. Okay, so that's all for now. I hope you have understood the while loop and how to use it in JavaScript. That's all for now. Have a good day.